Communicating frequently, not just about what's going wrong, but also what's going right. Weekly communication, emails, phone calls, even before the school year starts. I used to, I don't as much now, call parents ahead of time and introduce myself and talk about working with their students. But just keeping the communication open and keeping a judgmental tone away from any comments is the best way to communicate and work with parents. There has been a student in my class whose parent thinks that I'm not being professional with their child, and who thinks that I think things are not going well in my classroom because of my learning environment. So I have been written, she wrote me a nasty note that was kind of judgmental about what was happening in my class, and that the problem was me and not her son, and that I was not communicating to her the difficulties, all the difficulties he was having in the classroom. So I handled it. I took a few days, first of all, to calm down, and I made sure I had my ducks in a row with all of my documentation. I keep all of the documentation regarding student conduct that I send home weekly to parents, and the parents have to sign for it, and she did not sign for each weekly comment that was given about her son. So I got my documentation together, and I even got previous schools' documentation about his conduct to let her know that I'm sure she was aware of his conduct, and that I've documented his conduct, and that I was welcoming her to come visit with an administrator present in the room, so that she couldn't make allegations against me that weren't true. So I made sure I covered my tracks with the administrator and documentation.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. This meeting was at 12, right?
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm just running a little bit late. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So, the concern I'm having is with Zara's reading scores. From the beginning of this semester, these are her scores right here, and these are her scores now.
I don't understand any of that, girl.
As you can see, she's basically failing reading. So,
This is a 60, that's not failing.
that is failing. And look at her scores here. It's been a significant decrease in her scores. And so I've done all I can do. So I don't know what you're doing at home, but
Zara tells me that you have her on her own little island, that she sits by herself while you teach the other kids because she's dumb, she says in the classroom.
well, I find that funny. If you came and volunteered sometimes, you would see
Ain't
that
nobody got time for
Zara
that. Ain't
sits
nobody got
next
time
to
for
me.
that.
So, well, anyway, so basically, I bought a book for you to show you that this is a beginning reading level book, and she can't even read this.
She reads that book to me every night. She
Wow.
loves that book.
When she's here, she can't read it. So,
I don't know what you're doing in the classroom.
well, if you have any time, because I know you work a lot, maybe you can start putting her
Look,
to bed early.
You're late, I gotta go to work, so
Maybe you can come volunteer sometime. Hi, Mr. Jordan. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How was your day?
Good, I just got off work.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm so glad that although you had a long day at work, that you still made time to come and have this conference with me. I really appreciate
No
it.
problem.
It shows your dedication to Zara. Okay, so first I would like to start off by saying that Zara is a very exceptional young lady. Every morning she comes in, she's so excited about learning, and she gives me a hug every morning.
Well, that's Zara.
Yes. With that being said, I want to start off by showing you some of her grades. And we'll
Okay.
do a little bit of comparisons from how
Okay.
she did at the beginning of the year till now.
Okay.
So here's her reading scores from the beginning of the year. And this is what she just did on her reading for right now. As you can see, it's been like just a slight decrease in her scores from the beginning till now. So, which is not unusual because, it's normal for children's scores to deviate just a little bit. And so what I think we can do to help Zara is start reading more. So as far as her reading at home, she tells me that you guys read a lot at home. So, what else are you doing?
We've been reading the baggy books, the books that are in there. And also, sometimes on the weekends we'll, go to local Barnes and Nobles and we'll just sit
Good.
there. She'll read to me.
Good. And I also see that you've been filling out her book log, which is great. So you guys are doing your 15 minutes. So what I did was I went to our classroom library, and I know she loves the library. So I, tried to think of books that maybe catch her interest. So I found this one, and I feel like this book is a little bit above her level. So she can work on, reading this book, and as well as this
Okay.
a book that I think she'll be interested in reading. I'm going to send this book home with you and
Okay.
have you guys read it together.
Okay.
And, have her practice reading it to you, reading it out loud, and, you guys reading it together. And once you're done with this, if you send it back by Zara, I'll send her some more books to
Okay,
send home
great.
with you, okay?
Great. Also, I wanted to know how else can I get involved in the classroom? I really want to get involved.
Oh, well, there's a lot of opportunities we have. I know Zara told me that someone likes to cook.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this upcoming event in science. We're going to be cooking some things. So I would love for you to come and help out if you can. If you can schedule time off.
Great. You
Okay.
can schedule that, yeah.
And also, you can always come read to the class. We do centers all the time, so you can come work with the center. on
Okay,
that.
great.
Yeah, I would love for you to come. And I love the fact that you are willing to collaborate together with me because that's what's going to help her out. In turn, we're both here for Zara.
Right. So I just wanted to say thank you for bringing me in and discussing, where Zara is with her reading levels and stuff. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Do you have any more questions or concerns?
No, that's gonna be it. Thank
Okay,
you.
well, I thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, now don't forget to stop by the classroom and sign up for the volunteer opportunity on the parent information board, okay? And just let me know if you need anything, and when she's done with those books, just send them back and I'll send them to you. Okay, have a good day.
All right.
So, basically, I want her to increase her reading. Okay, so this was her reading scores. This is how she reads. And this is